Hi guys, welcome back to the Home and Homestead. If you're new to the channel, I'm Rebecca. Today I'm going to share with you a gardening trick that I use when I have hanging baskets. This is something that I usually do as soon as I get a hanging basket of flowers or something that's planted from a hanging basket in order to ensure that there's better drainage and that when I water it, especially during the hot parts of the summer, that water just doesn't drip straight through and not stay in that soil. So let's head outside and we'll do some gardening, and I'll show you a trick I have to help improve the water retention in your hanging baskets. So typically when I get a hanging basket that has flowers in it, when I get it home, I remove the soil in the plant and I do the process that I'll show you today. That helps the soil to retain the moisture a little bit better and it doesn't just drip straight through. For whatever reason, I didn't do it to this particular plant this year. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. So now I'm going to share with you what I typically do. We're getting into some hotter weather now and the soil is really drying out, and when I water it, it just pours right through and the plant does a lot better if you can somehow retain that moisture in the soil, especially if you're going to be away on vacation or something. It's good to have a hanging basket that does that for you. So this is a bit more established already. So what you want to do is just get all of the plant together. This is a nice one. It has the natural liner and then a metal hanging basket itself. So this can be used year after year. You can certainly use your plastic hanging baskets as well, but this has a nice durable material that it's made out of. There we are. Now I'll just gather it up and we'll lift it out of the hanging basket container. There it comes. This basket was doing pretty well this season, and there's a little plastic liner, but the water was still dripping and draining through. So what I have off to the side here are some colanders. I picked up these white ones from the dollar store, and this is a colander that I've had already. If you watch my video on doing colander lettuce planters, you'll see this particular planter or colander that I used as a planter. So I have all three of these to try the different sizes. I was thinking the black one might work the best, and it just sits in there nicely. Let's see how this white one fits. That one will fit on top. I could cut off this little handle. I think this one will be a little too big for this particular basket. So what I'm going to do is just place the colander inside of my hanging basket reservoir with this natural liner. I'm going to leave this plastic liner in too because that'll just help as well, because it absolutely was draining through that. I'm just going to loosen this root ball a little bit off to the side here, then add some soil to the colander. I'm essentially going to be replanting it now. So I'll place this into the colander, and I'll place some of that soil around the edging. That's why this is a bit easier when you have a nice young plant and it hasn't grown and spilled over the sides. But if you notice that your hanging basket, when you water it, the water is just dripping right through and the soil is staying really dry even though you just watered it, you should give this trick a try. Your plant will be very happy for it. So I'm going to go in and just remove some of these dried out portions here. This was really green and lush and beautiful earlier in the season, and now with this hotter weather and the real dry conditions, just needs a little help. There we go. I'll just bring the lines back over. And reattach to the hanging basket itself. There we are, all replanted, and with that added colander in there, that'll help slow the water draining through the hanging basket. So let me tidy up a little bit. We'll give us a good water, and if it does as intended, we're not going to see the water completely pouring out from the bottom. There you go. You can see just a little bit of drips of water are coming down, but nothing like previously where everything I poured in would pour straight down through. Then you'd know that your plant is not really getting watered well, and you might want to try this trick that I shared with you today. This is a really quick and easy project to do, and by taking just a few minutes of your time, you can improve the appearance and health of your hanging baskets. You may even have an extra colander lying around that you can use for the grow season, and if not, you can pick one up very inexpensively from thrift stores, rummage sales, or as I mentioned earlier, the Dollar Tree. Well, thank you so much for hanging out with me today where we did this gardening tip and trick with this hanging basket hack. By adding the colander, it'll help to improve the water retention when watering the hanging basket, and it won't just drain right through your potting soil in your hanging basket. That way your hanging basket will continue to blossom and have beautiful flowers and healthy green foliage throughout the growing season. If you're interested in gardening or perhaps food preservation and ideas for preserving your garden produce and recipes using homegrown items, be sure to check out my gardening, food preservation, and in the kitchen playlists. If you're new to the channel or haven't done so yet, I would really appreciate you subscribing, and I really hope you continue watching my channel, The Home and Homestead, for more homemade, homegrown, and home-style inspiration. If you enjoy this or any other video that you watch, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. But I hope you're having a wonderful day. See you next time. Take care.